All right, shalom everyone, and peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. First of all, we say to our brothers in Christ, those who they are celebrating Easter according to the Orthodox Church calendar, it's a Good Friday, and we pray that soon we as a Christian will be united and celebrate Easter and Christmas in one day. Unity is what our God is about. Division is an act of Satan. So we pray that the churches will be church, and the leaders will be a leader, and the truth is one truth. And there is no one beside his name can save you or save me. In his name we pray. Today we are going to talk to you about, we have a new priest in town, Patriarch Carlson. He want to give you a lesson about Christianity and the bad and the good. There's bad, there's good, but who know them? No one but Carlson. Listen carefully.
Millions of American Christians voted for Donald Trump when he ran for president in the last election, and millions more Christians around the world rooted for him to win. Many still do root for Donald. Now, why is that? Because of his personal piety? Well, of course not. Trump, to his credit, has never claimed to be personally pious, especially religious in any sense. They voted for him, and they still...
Notice here, I want you to take this into consideration what you just said, just to show you that him and his audience are a bunch of donkeys. What he just said, listen carefully. Trump is not known to be like a good Christian or anyway, so, but he said millions of Christians voted for him. Why? I want to find out why. Let's activate the CC.
Voted for Donald Trump when he ran for president in the last election, and millions more Christians around the world rooted for him to win. Many still do root for Donald Trump. Now, why is that? Because of his personal piety? Well, of course not. Trump, to his credit, has never claimed to be personally pious, especially religious in any sense. They voted for him, and they still support him because he seemed like a protector. He seemed like...
What? Protector? Okay. Protector from what?
Someone who might save them from the growing and highly aggressive agnosticism, if not...
If we elected Trump, there's no more agnostic and no more atheist in the world? Seriously? I was wondering why we voted for Trump. I was trying to find a reason, and I could not find one. Trump. Saint Trump. We voted for Trump because he can protect us against agnostic people. There's an army of agnostic are coming to town, and they are growing. To the Christians, hello? Hello? Can I talk to Christians around the world? Yes, please. Hello? Hello? Ethan Prince, I told you don't call me Zakir Naik. I'm calling Christians. What's wrong with you? What are you doing there? Ethan Prince, I am now in the Hotel of Hilton. It's owned by Christian. Okay, Abdul, just shut up. Give me the Christians there to talk to them. Ethan Prince, I will not give you the phone because I'm going to cut your conversation. You idiot. I mean, how stupid, how donkey, how wicked you are. So we voted for Trump because we are going to stop and to protect us from the agnostic? Seriously? What this guy's talking about? I mean, I want to know how in the world you became famous. Those who listen to this guy and they believe him, are you stupid? Are you monkey? Are you donkey? I don't know what's wrong with you. Are you taking drugs? This is why we American, Christian American, we voted for Trump because to protect us from the agnostic growing. So right away, you know, Trump will be elected, and Trump, he will destroy all the agnostic. He will start having debate with them. Who is going to call me and is agnostic? I challenge you. Ani Abdul, call me now. What's wrong with you? How stupid you are. This is the reason, really, American, they voted for the guy. Is that part of his program when he said that? Like when he went to election? He said, we are going to fight the agnostic. We are going to... What a mentally... yeah. As long you know that Trump, and you just say that Trump is known, he's not a religious person. So why the Christian, they thought he would do that? Did he make like a speech saying we are going to wage war in the agnostic? What agnostic mean? Like what our problem with someone is agnostic? What the problem with that? I mean, what's wrong with this guy? Go. Tell us more.
Atheism of, say, the technology.
We are going to fight atheism and technology? We Christians, we voted for Trump to fight atheist and technology? What? Is that why Elon Musk was with Trump every day? Because we want to fight technology? Death to technology? Jihad against technology? If not the atheism of, say, the technology. That's deep. That's so deep. Go.
So the bureaucratic class.
Oh.
Godless nations.
Look at this guy, how he contradicts himself. Because later he will say, it's not your business to go and invade other countries. Now he is saying here, we voted for him to get rid of godless nations. The same donkey, take note. The same donkey, later he will say to Trump, it's not your business to go to Iran. Is that what the Bible teach you? Can you believe how stupid he is? So if you are saying that we voted for him to fight against godless nations, like who should we wage a war against? China, according to you? That's why we voted for Trump? They are godless nation. Other nations have God, you know. Abdul had God. He fought a lot. What's wrong with this guy? This is what the American voted for Trump for, to fight the godless nation? I thought you're against war. In fact, the whole video here is against war, supposedly. Go. Take a note. This is in the second 46. I mean, 46 second, and you are full of shit. Excuse my language. I took it back. Shit is useful. Manure. I pay for it. I go to Home Depot to buy it. Seriously, I pay for it. It's not for free, for my trees. What is your benefit? Manure?
Nations of other religions that oppose us. Donald Trump seemed like some...
We Christians, take note, guys. Take note. We Christians, we voted for a Trump to fight against nations of other religion that oppose us. So why you defend Islam, you donkey? I mean, guys, do you see this monkey? He just said that the Christian, they voted for a Trump so he can stand and fight against godless nations of other religions that oppose us. Who is the religion in the world which oppose us and kill us every day? Let me guess. Buddhist? No. Hindu? Little. Islam? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But this is the same guy who defends Sharia law, and he have tons of videos speaking about that. He says, what's wrong with Sharia law? But he is the one who started the video just to show you how you can make that guy collapse. I mean, imagine this guy is debating me. Just imagine I can get like 15 minutes with this guy live on air. I will make him the joke of the world. As long you just said and take a note that we voted for him to fight against nations, godless nations, I'm using your words, of other religion that oppose us, then the rest of the video is not valid. You're a monkey. Monkey.
Christians from that, who was committed to the free exercise of religion in this country and who was also committed to ending abortion, whether or not he himself.
Hold on. How he is going to stand against nations who they are godless against us, and he will end worship. End abortion, sorry, abortion. I thought he's saying, okay, abortion. Okay, all right.
Opposed abortion, whether he was pro-life in any meaningful sense, didn't seem to matter. He would appoint justices that opposed abortion, that thought Roe v. Wade was unconstitutional. He did that. And that he would basically carry the flag for their issues, and that he was sympathetic to them.
Okay.
And they support him on that basis. Can they still support him? That's the question.
That's the question. Can we still support him? No, we should not. We should vote for Kamala Harris next election. Because now you prove to us, and you will prove to us that Trump is not good. Go.
The question Christians should have begun to ask themselves on January 4th of this year. That was...
What happened in January 4th?
The day that the president announced the capture, the arrest of the president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro.
Man, Christians should question that. A second ago, you said that we voted for him to stand against godless nations who oppose us. And Maduro, not only he opposed us, he killed our children by sending all the drugs. And not only that, just to show you how wicked and stupid you are, Maduro is a convicted criminal by law in the court. It's not Trump who decided to capture him. Yes, he decided to do the order of the court. Because the previous president, they are cowards. It wasn't Trump. He carried out a law or an order, of a judge, that him and his wife is convicted, and it's time to bring them here to jail to face justice. Not only that, the wicked Maduro, he is a friend of Hezbollah, and they have training camps in Venezuela. Not only that, the wicked Maduro, he ripped his own land. Qatar, they swallow all his gold, and Emirat. And the Venezuelan, they became bankrupt. And that will cause what? Millions of Venezuelans, they are pouring into USA. And then when they come to USA, they bring their crimes with them. So should Trump get rid of him to fix a bigger problem we have? According to you, no. According to you, he committed a great sin. Saint Trump is no good. He captured an outlaw, a drug dealer, a criminal, a terrorist friend. How dare you to do that? Christians should question you. Look like we should question every policeman in this country when they capture a drug dealer. Shouldn't we? You see how wicked, dummy you are? Go.
Was, no question, an anti-American leader and a socialist, not someone most Americans liked or really had cause to like.
This is the reason we arrested him? Seriously, this is the reason we arrested him? Because he's socialist? We have Mamdani in New York. He's a very socialist. We have Kamala Harris. We have, what's wrong with this guy? He was arrested because he's socialist?
The problem is not necessarily that Trump was against an anti-American leader. In fact, that was benefit in the eyes of most of his voters. The problem was why we did it and why the president told us he did it. And that was for the oil.
Okay, hold on. So Trump, he is saying, because the left, they were asking him, who is going to pay for this? You see how this guy, he manipulate the, who is going to pay for this? How much it cost? Go check how many hours in TV they spoke about this operation. How much? It's 15-minute operation. How much it cost? Who's going to pay for it? The taxpayer? Trump, he explained to them the benefit of doing this. One, we get rid of our enemy. Number two is wanted. Number three, it's true. But we don't take their oil, you donkey. We are not taking it for free. No country give you oil for free. They don't. We don't have our army there to take and steal the oil. But now we can do business with them before we have sanctions. So what Trump is saying, now we can have access to their oil. Instead of selling their oil to China or our enemy, we will buy it. Very simple. He's a businessman. So he's trying to say to you that Trump, he want to steal their oil. Hold on. Here we have to ask ourselves, what is the business of a Trump? What his company is about? They don't do oil. His kids, they don't do oil. So what do you mean he steal? Is he really stealing something to his pocket? Because remember, he's making it personal about Trump that he is a bad person, right? So when he talk about we are going to steal their oil, is that true? Are we getting the oil for free and we force them to give us oil? If you don't give us oil, we will kill you? No. In fact, all what he did, he just arrested the president. Still the same government still there. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. The same police, the same government, the same minister, the same foreign minister, the same vice president. Nothing changed. As simple as that. We don't have police and their oil industry saying, give us free oil. You are a liar. So if it's our interest to have the oil, which means not to be stolen, but to be sold to us, to secure ourselves, as you see now, Iran closed Hormuz. So now if America is not secure with the oil industry, you yourself, you will not have your car running. But you know what? You are a billionaire, right? I mean, who cares if the gas price went so crazy? I mean, you pay for bodyguard every day more than what we make for a year, maybe, as an income. Go, you wicked. So Christians should know that Trump is bad when he gets rid of Maduro. In fact, we should know that he is the man. We did not vote for him to give hugs. In the beginning of this video, you wicked, you say to protect us against godless people, godless nation. And Maduro and his government, they are godless people. They send the drugs to our kids to die. Tens of thousands of Americans die every month. We don't know what the number. Just because of the drugs coming from Venezuela. So should the Christian be thankful for Trump? Yes. Your speech means nothing to us, you coward. You want Maduro to stay there and drugs come into our country. It is only Trump and nobody before him who start hunting the drug dealers in the sea. Nobody before him. So Christians should appreciate that he is saving their children. People like you defend the drug dealers, it's obvious.
So in the days before that operation in early January, the president tweeted out, sent out on his Truth Social account, and also said in public, we're doing this because we want the oil, because that oil belongs to the United States.
He did not say that, you coward. He said that even the oil they have belong to us. Because yes, In case you do not know, you coward, you are misleading people. All the refinery in Venezuela built by American money. Investors. Then the communist came and they confiscate all those refineries. So this is our refineries. You see how stupid liar you are? Do you see how wicked you are? Liar?
He never explained how exactly the United States would own the natural resources of a foreign country.
He did not say he will own the national resource. He says this is our oil. He's talking about the oil they produce and the refinery is our oil. Because no oil should enter that refinery which is owned by American except the one is bought by American. And he explained tons of times. The same he did about Panama. We are the one who opened that canal. And many thousand Americans died to open it. And then the stupid Democrat, they give it to them for free.
Country. Currently, American oil companies help develop the oil fields in Venezuela. Therefore, we own the oil. That was the idea.
You see how stupid liar he is? We developed, but we did not get paid. They took our money. So if a poor American, he have a $10,000, he bought shares in those companies. And then the Venezuelan wicked government says, you know what, we took your money. Get out of here. Didn't Trump get the money back for those people? They are the thieves. When a government signs an agreement with a company, foreign company, and say to them, we give you a percentage of our production, you build, we share the benefit. And then after we build, they took the agreement and they cut it pieces. And they took everything we build and they claim they own it, which is not their money. You are again a liar.
They stole it from. But there was no real effort to explain how that works, how that makes any sense at all. Instead, you had the President of the United States say, we need the oil. Oil's really important. True and true. Therefore, we're going to take it. And therefore, apparently, we did. In the days after that operation, the successful removal of the president of the country and the installation of his vice president, Delcy Rodriguez, as president, Donald Trump held a publicized on-camera meeting with the heads of American oil companies and talked through how we're going to split up the natural resources of Venezuela and why this is great.
And if you notice here, Sucker Carlson is trying to present himself like he is a decent man. He is teaching you about ethic, and Trump is a wicked person. So he brought American company who they are oil company. You stupid idiot, those are the one who own the companies in Venezuela. Those are the ones which Venezuela took their money. Do you see how stupid you are? Who is the companies who build those refineries for Venezuela? You just admit it, we are the one who did it. So when you meet with them, says you will get back your property. He will meet with who? With you?
Great for America. So why should Christians have paused at exactly that moment and asked, can I still support this? Is this what I voted for? Is this what I want?
Absolutely. Perfectly, absolutely. This guy is a communist. Now they cannot impose their faith on us, on the Christians in Venezuela. And in the same time, we got our money back. And on top of that, the enemy who is promoting every enemy against us, including Iran and Cuba. I mean, who is the friends of Venezuela before Trump? Shall we count? Your friends. This is why you're upset. You are a foreign agent. You are upset because Iran is not in Venezuela no more. That's the truth. And you know, this guy always was invited to the White House, and he go. He never say, oh, you know what, I noticed this, I'm not going to go no more. He keep going. If a Trump is bad, why you always attached to his butt? When Trump, he dumped him, he started going against him. Otherwise, he never opened his mouth against Trump before. As long as you invite him, you give him a bone, you know. When they invited him last time and they did not give him a seat close to the president, he got so upset. He started biting slowly. He wanted to be in the front. That is the whole idea, right? And then you find that you have a friends who they hate Trump and they hate America. And that's why the whole video is made, to defend Iran. The ones who execute someone who converted to Christianity every day. If we check right now, how many Christians executed just in 1 year? When I say Christian, they are Christians. Ex-Muslim who convert to Christianity is a Christian. The punishment of leaving Islam in Iran, converting to Christianity, is death. You have no problem with it. Go.
Is this acceptable? And the reason is really simple. Because Trump, at that moment, revealed that the motive was taking something that we wanted. And that's not acceptable. Christians, in fact, that's not acceptable for Americans or any civilized people.
Exactly. It's not acceptable. But going to Putin and defending Putin attacking Ukraine is acceptable. It's not a Christian to take the land of somebody else. Right? It's not acceptable. Is it? Do you see how wicked, naked this man is? So when Putin, you praise Putin for all what he have done. How come you did not say to Putin, instead you are supporting him taking Ukraine? How come you did not make one video saying to Putin, shame on you? Do you see how wicked liar he is? If you have an idea of ethic, you should practice it in everybody. Anyone. And is Putin a Christian? Supposedly, yes. He wear a cross. He go to the church in Easter and in Christmas. But you never said to him, why you are going all the way to Kyiv? The guy, he is arguing that he have a land in the border belong to him, so you go to Kyiv? Is that your land in the border? Huh? If we, for the sake of argument, say, is a claim maybe, why you sending a Muslim army all the way to the capital of Kyiv and they rape the Ukraine? If we go right now and search for rape, if we go and search right now for children being kidnapped and nobody knows where they are, thousands, they kidnap them from their families. Yet you wicked, you go and you sit with Putin, who killed Christians. This is a video recorded by me in Ukraine. If we check any video of this wicked sucker Carlson, would he condemn once bombing houses and apartment? Bombs was coming around my house where I was sitting there renting, left and right. According to Sucker Carlson, Putin have the right to do so. But soon you will see Sucker Carlson saying what Trump is doing in Iran is a war crime. Putin. Look at this. What do you see there, guys? Do you see apartment? This is a city. This is a city where there's children and there's women and there's old. In fact, all the young ones are taken to the army already. There's nobody there. You walk in the street, you don't see men. There's nothing but women and children. They drafted even the one who is 60 years old. Yet this wicked man, he support Putin and he believe in genocide for the Ukrainian. He never gave a speech against Putin and his Christian ethic, but now he is teaching you how unethical Trump is. Tell us more. We will go back to Ukraine later.
Because taking other people's stuff by force cannot be allowed. In fact, preventing that is the basis of our legal code.
See? Taking other people's stuff is against our basic code. Sucker Carlson is a patriarch. He knew. He's St. Paul. It's against our basic ethic code. We have a code. It says you should not take somebody else. So how come you support the Iranian government? Do you know that Iran itself is based on colonialism? Because the Persians are 40% of the population of Iran. Only 40%. 40% taking the land of everybody around them. The Kurdish, the Armenian, the Azerbaijani, and many, many more other groups, ethnic groups. Always the Persian, they steal the land of the neighbors. And now you are defending Iran. We did not take Venezuela, did we? We did not take the oil of Venezuela for free, did we? What this guy is talking about? Wicked, satanic.
If there's one thing that every person knows that is, in a civilized country, you can't steal without penalty. It's not allowed. That doesn't belong.
Civilized. Yeah, I know, like I remember when you met with what his name? Yeah, this is supposed to show you the good language he speak. This is not the one we want to play. Hold on. Tucker Carlson, he had a video here for you, short video. This is a channel. Listen carefully.
The Ukrainian SBU intelligence agency launched 2 attacks deep inside Russia. One, a straightforward terrorist attack, blowing up a civilian railroad, killing a large number of...
Guys, the Ukrainian, they attack a train loaded with Russian equipment for war. He brought somebody who hate Ukraine. And if you see the news he is showing you, it says Russia claim. But there's no proof that there's women and children there. Russia says blast led to deadly train crashes in the regions bordering Ukraine. This is the proof you have? This is the proof you have. Continue.
People going off for holidays by blowing up a railroad and a railroad.
If we go right now and we check the drone attack of Putin on Ukraine in the night of the Christmas, it's okay for Putin to kill everybody. Tucker Carlson, don't see it. Those are houses of people. Apartment. There's no army here. There's no problem. Putin, he can do it. You see, those are fake pictures. You see the church is burning? It's a fake picture. You see the apartment is burning? It's a fake picture. This is AI. Cities burned I was there. I saw them in my eye. I saw bombs coming around me. Every 2 seconds, we have an alarm. Those who used to listen to me when I was live there in Ukraine, you remember how the alarm go every few minutes. This is Ukraine. Did you say anything about Putin and his crimes? No, you supported him. You say the effort to the Ukrainian. You claim that Ukrainian is the one who invaded Russia. Imagine the Ukraine. They don't even have a single drone when the war started. They have a little tiny army. You claim that they invaded Russia. True story. It's obvious the weak attacked the strong. Very normal. The little tiny army attacked the massive army. Very normal. When Putin, he took a Crimea, it was Ukraine who attacked Putin. Because why they refused to give him Crimea? Right? If we go check cities in Ukraine, this is cities, look at this. The filthy Carlson, he don't see destruction there. Where is the destruction? Do you see destruction? There's no. Trump, Trump, he attacked bases in Iran for the Revolutionary Guard. He's a wicked man. He took Maduro. He did not kill the Venezuelan. He's a wicked man. Putin, his friend, is burning cities. Literally, cities are gone. He's a good man. Where Putin did anything wrong? I mean, those people are lying. It's not right for a Christian to take this something for somebody else. Well, Putin, he destroyed his apartment. This is his apartment. He decided to destroy it. So what if some Ukrainians live in it? And do you know how poor Ukrainians are? You don't know until you go and see. If you remember, if you watch the video I made in the church, people, God knows, coming from where? Old, very old, walking, hardly they can move their feet. I can play the video for you. To get some soup. You ask yourself, who in the world want to get out in such a cold? Someone is 80 years old. Hardly he can move his feet to get some soup. Because they are rich. And now those poor, they don't even have apartment. The one who used to have something on top of his roof is gone. I mean, this guy did not do anything wrong. Putin, he owned the land. And Carlson, he don't see a problem with Putin, but he saw a problem because Trump is fighting our enemies, fighting their army. Not knocking down apartment buildings. Go.
Belong to you. You can't shoplift. You can't rob banks. You can't embezzle. You can't invade countries to steal their stuff because they're all varieties of the same theme, which is that.
I know. This is why Putin, he went all the way to Syria and he sent his army. This is why Iran, they occupy Syria, because they cannot do that, right? But they can for you. Okay. According to you, Iran is a victim. Iran in Iraq is a victim. Iran in Syria is a victim. Iran in Lebanon. What do they have to do with Lebanon? This is a Christian land. For you, there's no problem. Iran can go and take other land. You see the ethic? Go.
Theft is wrong. It's wrong under the American legal code, but it's also wrong under the Christian legal code.
I don't know, like this guy, he is giving us lectures about wrong and right, but his best friend is a pimp. I mean, he is giving us a speeches about ethic. And look, between them, there's a monkey. He's very ethical. He went all the way to Romania to meet a philosopher of Platon, Aristotle. This is a top philosopher, Andropimp. Where was your ethic when you go and sit with this guy who lure women to sex business? Where was your ethic when you go and tell him the F word every 2 seconds you talk to him? You are going there all the way to consult with him? We join together because we agree, because we have the same ethic. Like, you know, if two people, they are enjoying the conversation and they agree with each other, obviously they are sharing the same ethic. Is that correct, guys? Like, do you oppose and rotate in anything? No. In fact, I can prove to you that Androtate the pimp is more ethical than you. Can I prove it?
The war in Ukraine, support for Ukraine's side in the war against Russia, support for a war against Russia in the West, is kind of the bottom line issue for the people who run the U.S. government and for the American media. Why? I mean, I guess you could argue about it, yeah, but there isn't an argument about it in the United States. There's a
Guys, he is questioning why they support Ukraine. Like, why? So, okay, I will ask you the same question. Let us say Ukraine is bad. Why you are supporting Iran in this video? Why you support Sharia law? Why you support Qatar? Why you praise Saudi Arabia when there is no human right? They are thieves. They attack Yemen. They attack everybody neighbor. You are wicked. Don't you know that half of Saudi Arabia belong to Yemen? Do you know or you don't? All the south of Saudi Arabia belong to Yemen. It's a theft. If you go there, people are Yemeni. They speak Yemeni language. They are not Saudi. In fact, the whole country is a theft. To the point, have you ever heard of a country doesn't have a name? Like, what is the name of this country? Saudi. What does that mean? This is the family who ruled the country. So imagine Trump, he changed the name of USA, call it Trumpy. United States of Trump. You see how wicked, awkward? He's asking Andrew Tate, why people are supporting Ukraine, you tell me. Don't you see something wrong? And look, Andrew Tate, he claimed, by the way, he is not politically correct. Listen to the answer. His answer is politically correct because he don't want to say something can cause him a problem with anybody. So look what he said.
Hold it is attacked and punished. Why? Why is that so important? Well, the first thing I think we should all do, I think we should all give Putin credit for curing COVID. Right? Because when his invasion happened, COVID went.
Really? When his invasion happened, COVID ran away? Really? I thought COVID stayed for 2 years after that, you know. I mean, two donkeys talking, you know, like when... According to where? What is... I mean, anybody ask him, like, where you get this from? Like, when Putin invaded Ukraine, COVID is gone? Are you serious? Really? Man, that's deep. That's very deep. If we want to stop with everything those shitty people they say, choose my language, it's endless.
So thought about that. Think about it. Almost to the day. So we have to give him some credit. And maybe the bad guy of the world, but at least cured COVID for everybody. Nearly instantly.
Did you see he said he's a bad guy? Andrew Tate, he said he's a bad guy. Look at this monkey face. He will try to defend Putin right away.
Thank you, President Putin. Yeah, I
up until this point, never really commented on politics. Yes. But I understand very well. I like to with you. And what I will say to people who are watching at home is that if you are naive enough to believe that there are good guys and bad guys in wars, and it's as simple as good and bad, and that the bad guys are crazy, good guys want freedom, then you need to do a little bit more investigation. And when you look at the vested interests of any country or any person.
Can I just ask you to pause and just comment?
Did you see how he cut them off? Did you notice why he cut him off? Because he said in this war, there's no bad, there's no good. Putin is not good. He got upset. He did not let him talk. And then right away, he would say the F word. This is not the answer he is looking for. He just said in this world, there's no good, there's no bad. So Putin is bad. Everybody is doing his own interest. Right away, he cut him off because he did not like the answer. You can watch the whole interview with this guy. They are wicked, both of them. And then you will see how you use the F word every 2 seconds.
Code. Theft is wrong. Spelled out really clearly. It's also intuitive. And here was the president saying, we're just stealing this because we can.
What a
Well,
wicked.
as a practical matter, that's quite a thing to say out loud.
You know, I have a question for this wicked man. The European, they came to America, and we can say they stole the land from the Indian. And you are the European. Why you are here? Why are you still here? Look, staying in America doesn't fit with the code you are talking about. Is this your land? Like you keep talking about Palestinian, they are not exist. There's no Palestinian exist. Palestinians are not Arab. Those are Arab there. You keep talking, you mentioned the DNA. You said, what about we do the DNA test? The one who belong to the land, he stay. The one he don't, he leave. If we check your DNA, are you an American Indian? You fail your own test. And as long as you have a code of ethic, people should ask you why you don't apply it everywhere. Do you apply it with Andrew Tate, who take little girls, lie to them, saying to them, I am going to marry you? And later he convince them to open their legs in the front of a camera? This guy who's sitting in front of you, do you know the clothes he is wearing? It's coming from the sweat of vaginas. Do you know the guy you are talking to him, what he said to us in his own mouth? That he used to use text messages, making men have an orgasm, acting as if he is a girl. You are talking about ethical? This is a theft. Because he make the man think he is talking to a girl. Not only he is a pimp, and he is a gay, obviously. Yeah, because if you act like a girl, you talk to a man speaking dirty language to him to make him have orgasm, you must be a gay. There's no man have any honor who would do that. I mean, what kind of a man he would do that? And this is what he said. It's not like people saying that about him. Yet you have no problem to go and talk to him because simply both of you share the same ethical code. Right? Continue.
Given that we know from history that the things you do will be done unto you. Once you set a standard, you will have to live by that standard. Write a law, you will be judged by that law.
As long as you would understand this law, actually this is from the Bible, you idiot. The one who live by the sword shall die. That is justice. How Iran live? How Iran live? By peace, by everybody, with everybody, or they live by the sword. When Iran, they put a bomb all the way in Argentina, in a synagogue. What Iran have to do with synagogue in Argentina? Argentina. Maybe Argentina is in the border of Iran. Maybe there's a war between Iran and Argentina. Their hate took them all the way to the Argentine to kill Jews, not to Israel. What you do to others will be done to you. So why you don't say that to Iran, your friends, the one you are defending? Why actually we are there? Is that because they shout we love America, or they shout death to America? Is that they killed a lot of Americans already, and they killed a lot of Christians in Lebanon? How many Christian priests and monks being kidnapped by Hezbollah and slaughtered? How many Christian Lebanese, they went to the airport in Beirut and nobody saw them again? Because they control the airport. The airport in Lebanon, in Beirut, is in the Shia territory. You go to the airport, you never leave. Your family are waiting for you outside. No, we did not see him. No, he came in the airplane. He just texted us. No, nobody saw him. Do you know how many prisoners Hezbollah right now they have in Beirut? Tens of thousands, not thousands. And when they get too much number, they cannot hold, they execute. Some of the prisoners is just to seek ransom, which means they kidnap your son, they send you a message, they don't say we are Hezbollah, they send you a message, we have your son. Get us, they check like what this guy, his family own, they are poor, they are rich, what they are. If you are from a rich family, you have millions of dollars, they say give us $2 million if you want to see your son. If the family is hardly, they have, few thousand, they can give us the few thousand. This is Hezbollah. Hezbollah drug dealers. Hezbollah mean Iran. If I search right now, how much money Iran is making from drugs, you will not believe it. This guy is lecturing us about why we are going to... The funny, by the way, Maduro, he take drugs from Hezbollah. And he said to USA, and they share the profit. So, in one hand, they killed the American, in the other hand, they took our money. And then Maduro, he laundered the money for them because, he have a bank. It's a country. They put money in the bank, and then the bank send money. It's legal. There's no drugs there. So this is the network of Iran and Hezbollah and Maduro. And all of them, they are friends to one guy. His name is Putin. A very wicked, corrupt man. Go check how much money he has.
So if the new law is, I can take it because I want it, and I have more power than you, at some point, we can rest assured the tables will be turned, and the things that we want and cherish and have earned and that we own will be taken from us by force at the moment when some other power has more force than we do. It's really simple. Sometimes called the law of the jungle.
Exactly.
And maybe the law of nature, but people don't want to live under that law because it is a brutal and unforgiving law.
Which people don't want to live in that? Is that Iran? Is that the people of the Muslims in Egypt? Is that the Muslims in Qatar who sponsor Al-Qaeda? Is that Erdogan? Is that Putin? Which people you are talking about who don't want that? Us, right? Only us. But your friends, when they do it, it's okay.
So they create higher laws. They appeal to the highest law of all, which is God's law, which prohibits that.
Just to here, you see this guy. He is just being stupid again, because obviously he do not know the Bible. Guys, is it true that God, he promised Abraham a land he don't own? Is that true? He did, right? When we speak about God law, did God, he promise a person and his offspring a land which he don't own? Yes, he did. And we have tons of verses. We can go to Genesis 48. We have, endless numbers of verses. This is what this guy is talking about. The law of God, that God, he take from nations what they don't deserve to have to a nation who deserve to have. Because he gave, he take. The same as God, he take our soul. Every day people die. Nobody says God, he was killed. They say he died. Right? He died, like with natural death. But reality is, God, he gave you life. God, he take it. It's not yours. Nothing in this earth is ours. Nothing in this universe is ours. All belong to God. All right? If you go to Genesis 50, you will see that Joseph said to his brother, I'm about to die. I'm dying. But you know what? God will visit you. And God, he will take you out to the land which God, he promised Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. This guy is talking about God, but obviously he do not know the Bible. If he knew the Bible, he would not say what he just said. Right? When God in Exodus, he said, and I will set your borders from the Red Sea to the Sea of the Palestinians, and from the wilderness of Euphrates. Who's talking? God. This guy did not know a verse in the Bible. He claimed that he's a Christian. All the way from the Euphrates. For I will give you the inhabitants of the land into your hand. Not only that, the verse says, and you shall drive them out before you. Is that correct? Or I'm making things up? Let me pull out the verse. What a monkey you are. Don't tell the Christians about their God. You do not know their God. You don't. Give me a second to find the verses. I don't know what's, how in the world even this guy, he can claim to be anything. Anything at all. What a wicked liar, ignorant. And for sure, there's a lot of people, they are listening. Yeah, what he's saying, some must be true. Obviously, he knew what he's talking about, right? God, he did not say to us, you can take something, this is a theft. So according to him, he just insulted God. He called him a thief. Right? Let us see. What we will find. It's funny when a donkey he's trying to teach us about God and what God teach. It's very funny. The wicked is giving us a lecturer. Okay, 40. For some reason, my screen. All right. This is the Bible. This guy is giving you a lecture about the Bible. But what he knew about the Bible. So when God, he gave them the land, and he promised them the land, was your God a thief? Based on your understanding, Sakar Carlson? Based on your understanding, he is a thief. Right? He is. Isn't it? All the promises which God he gave in the Bible according to you is a theft. You claim that you know the book, but obviously you don't. What this guy knows about the Bible? How much he knew about the Bible. When God he appeared to them, and God he spoke to them, what he said to them, what was the promise? This land was not empty. There's people live in it. There's people live there. It's not empty. None of them was empty. This wicked, he claimed that he knew the book, but obviously he do not. This is why you have to be careful when you listen to those people. Before anyone he says something to you, go check out how truth, what truth, where is the truth in his speech? This is why he keep attacking Israel, because he did not know. Or he knew, but because mostly he's a Muslim. This guy is a Muslim. The one who says Allah is our God is a Muslim. It's obvious. You say to the Christian, do you know that the Christian in the Middle East, they say, use the word Allah because they are in the occupation. I shit on Allah. We are the Christian in the Middle East. Me, not you. The Bible is so clear all over. According to this wicked, our God is a thief. Was he? In the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, into thee seed have I given this land. from the river of Egypt into the great river of the river Euphrates. And then he count for him this is and this and this and those nations. All those nations. Anyone here is against what God said? If you claim to be Christian, this is your book. If you are wicked, Carlson is your ethical book. Remember here, neither story of those. Trump, he says, God, he promised me to take Venezuela. God, he promised me to take Iran. He don't want to take anything. He just want them not to be a threat to their neighbors. That's all. And not to be a threat for us. That's all. In fact, Trump, he was negotiating with those wicked ones for a year. Even he offered them, you know what? We can provide you the uranium, but don't reach to make a bomb. They refuse. Stop teaching your kids to kill American. Stop funding terrorism. They refuse. All this video is to make you hate Trump. And remember here, if this guy succeeds to make you not to vote for Trump, by the way, Trump, we cannot vote for him again. This guy is stupid. He wants you not to vote for the ones who they are Republican, so Democrat will take over. So Kamala Harris will take over. If we don't vote for the one who support Trump, who's going to win? I mean, what this guy is talking about? Let us say, for the sake of argument, everything he said is true. If we don't vote for Trump, who's going to take over? You know who, right? He is just trying his best to make Trump lose in the mean of controlling the government so he cannot harm the terrorist regime of Iran. If Trump, you see, when Trump was kind to Putin, this guy, he have no problem with it. He like it. He love it. Trump is a good guy. But Putin is a killer. He did not give us a speech about the ethic code of Trump. How in the world he support, how in the world he welcome with red carpet Putin? No, he love it. He want Trump to welcome the terrorist regime of Iran and Maduro with red carpet like Putin. He's a foreign agent. And we know he's under investigation because he was leaking information into, as he said in his video, they were reading his text. He was what? Texting people of Iran. Who is the people of Iran? Like who? The guy who cleaned the street? Or you are texting very high rank officers in Iran, leaking for them what Trump he would do tomorrow. Leaking the information you receive from the White House. Go. Wicked.
This was a profound moment in American history, probably the history of the modern world, where the most powerful nation said, if we want it, we'll take it. No one's ever said that before. Now, they've done it under the guise of ideology. They've made up stories to hide the fact they're doing it.
But he defends Islam. Islam, all of it is based on taking the land of others. Muhammad is from Saudi Arabia. How Syria become his land? How Iraq, the land of the Chaldean, the Assyrian, how this became their land? He have no problem with it. He supports Allah. He supports Muhammad. He claims Islam is peace.
But to say you're doing it implicates everybody else in the crime. You can't say you didn't know. Your president just told you on television, we took out their president because we want his oil.
Liar.
And at that point, you're an accessory to the crime, whether you want to be or not. And it's at that point that a lot of people should have spoken up and said, I'm out. Not that I...
Out where? Out where? Kamala?
Trump. don't like his entire program. Lots of things about it I love. I'm grateful. I'd maybe vote for him again, but I can't support theft because it's immoral.
Immoral.
But they didn't. Maybe some did, but certainly the leaders of the American Christian churches, by and large, said absolutely nothing. And maybe because they said nothing, this accelerated. These are the same people who sort of didn't notice somehow that on Inauguration Day, the president did not take his oath of office with his hand on the Bible.
Guys, he put his hand up. He did not put it on the top of the Bible. That make him not a Christian. People, Christian, did you notice that? Trump, he put his hand up. Do you want me to show you how many people they do that? You stupid idiot. I mean, you're just wicked. He's trying to convince you that Trump is not a Christian. You are a Christian, right? You are a Christian who defends Sharia law. Sharia law, which says kill the Christians. Sharia law, where it says, you know, I have degrees in Sharia law, in case you do not know. I have degrees. According to Muhammad, killing a Christian is not going to be, in the case of murder, if a Muslim, he murder a Muslim, he will be killed. If a Muslim, he murder a Christian, he will not be killed. Do you know what the price of a blood of a Christian in Iran? $500. A cow will cost you $3,000. A milk cow. The price of a cow is more expensive than the price of a Christian blood. If you don't believe me, I can show you the reference of what Muhammad said. As you know, we don't make things up. And we can play for you this wicked man defending Sharia law. If we can quiet Allah. This is what Muhammad said. Read it. No Muslim shall be killed for killing non-Muslim. This is the Sharia law, and we have tons of your videos saying that Islam is a great religion. So for the Iranian regime, if an Iranian man, he murder a Christian woman, a Christian child, a Christian man, this Iranian shall not be killed for murdering an innocent person just because he's a Christian. Are we making things up? If I go right now and search videos of this wicked Carlson speaking of Sharia law, you will see how much he praised it. He believes it's wonderful. Imagine we have a law in this country says if a Christian man kill a Muslim, he should not be punished. Tucker Carlson, he have no problem with if a Muslim kill a Christian, he shall not be punished. We have a problem if we punish our enemy who want to kill our kids.
I stood next to him holding it. I was about 15 feet away and saw it. But he...
You were 15 feet away? Guys, do you know the dog with rabies? Have you ever heard of a dog with rabies? How somebody was so close to Trump to the point he was 15 feet. 15 feet from Trump during that day. So Trump trusted him to the point he gave him a place 15 feet away from him. You know Trump all your life. Why you go there? You said Trump is not a good Christian. Why you go there? You said Trump is not a good guy. Why you go there? He never was, according to you. Why you go there? Oh, because they gave me a place 15 feet close to the president. But as soon they dump me, I try to find a big boss, other boss, Iran, other source of income. Why you are 15 feet from Trump? Who are you? Can you explain? If he is bad and he chooses you to be so close to him, that means you are bad too. If he is garbage and you are his best friend, you must be garbage too. Why you were 15 feet? Who are you? You are a journalist. Why they give you such a place? Are you a minister? Are you? Who are you? You're not even a congressman. 15 feet away. And he said his wife, she was holding the Bible. So what he should do? He should sit on it. And according to this wicked man, if a Trump, he did not put his hand touching the Bible, he don't believe in Jesus. So the whole idea is to convince you this guy is a Muslim, maybe, he's a Hindu. He's a and Sakar Carlson is a saint, Sakar Carlson.
He did not put his hand on the Bible. And that should have been maybe a clue that we need to pause and think about, what is this? Why would you put your hand on the Bible?
Why not?
You don't believe in the Bible?
Yeah?
It's just a book. There's no cost to you to putting your hand on it. Just kind of follow.
Just to show you, you see, just to show you how stupid you are. So if he's putting his hand on the Bible will make him a Christian, just to appear look like it, and if he is a liar, then he should hug the Bible. But do you see how stupid you are? If he is a bad person, and he is thinking about how I can convince the Christian to believe I'm a Christian, then he should hold it and hug it and kiss it. But this guy is way decent than you. He's not thinking in such a way. He's taking oath on the Bible. He do not need to put his hand. Why you have to? If he take an oath in the Bible and there's no Bible there, it doesn't make any difference. In fact, the whole oath thing, you stupid, is against the Bible, don't you know? Just to show you how stupid you are. Taking oath is against the Bible. For Jesus says either you say yea, yea, or nay, nay. Either you say I mean, or you say I don't believe. Taking oath, it doesn't make you Christian. Taking oath, you are committing sin. This is how ignorant this stupid is. But his duty in this video to make you suspect Trump to be your enemy. And Iran is our friend, and Putin is a good guy. He's a saint, Putin.
Following the protocol, going along with the tradition, all presidents do it. Why aren't you doing it? And you're not doing it intentionally. You're choosing not to put your hand on the Bible when you take that oath.
You're choosing.
That suggests not that you don't believe it's real, because if you didn't believe it was real, why would you care? You put on the costume and take it off. Doesn't matter. That suggests you know it is real, and you're rejecting it intentionally. You know what you're doing.
You know, Sakar Carlson, he did not make a video about Biden celebrating LGBTQ in the day of Easter. You have no problem with it. But he noticed in the day of Trump, he took an oath. He did not put his hand on the book. He must be a bad person. How dare you? Clear, he's an atheist. And maybe a Hindu.
And you're doing it anyway. But nobody asked questions about that either.
All right.
seemed kind of inappropriate, given the celebration then in progress, asked, why wouldn't you put your hand on the Bible? You take the oath of office to lead our nation.
He's making a story about it.
But pretty much nobody did. I didn't. I'll admit that. I saw it. I didn't say one word.
Why?
Bothered me ever since.
Wish. He can't sleep. The Christian sucker Carlson, he start thinking about why Trump he did not put his hand on the Bible. It bothered me ever since. Brother, did you see doctor? You look so stressed. And now I notice when you went to speak to Andrew Tate, you don't look so happy. I noticed that, you are so stressed. I mean,
Well, the first thing I think we should all
it's so like obvious, look, this guy, he cannot stop thinking about it. Oh, he lost weight. In fact, I saw in this video here, he's not wearing socks. He forgot to wear his socks because life is socks. Ever since he could not. Saint Tucker Carlson, he is the crusader.
But right around January 4th, it became clear that maybe he didn't put his hand on the Bible because he affirmatively rejects what's inside that book. And what's inside that book are limits on human behavior. Because if there's one theme that spans all 66 books in the Christian Bible, it's that you are not God. And you cannot assume his powers. Because you don't have them. You may convince yourself you have.
Just to show you how stupid you are. In fact, in the Bible, it's called even people God. You are stupid. Isn't it Jesus says it says in the Bible you are gods? You are just a donkey. But you don't even understand what the Bible is teaching. You have no idea what you are saying. You are doing a very poor job trying to explain why Trump is not a Christian. As if the Christian, they voted for Bishop Trump. You are just as dumb can be.
You may want them, you may have been promised them, but in the end, they're not yours, and you'll never have them. And you can only destroy yourself and the people around you by pretending that you do. That is the consistent message that spans from Genesis to Revelation.
Did you read Genesis? Did you? You did. Well, this is Genesis. Do you see what Genesis says? Do you see? This is the book, not the speech you are making. This is Genesis. This is Genesis 15. What say you? Speeches of stupidity.
People who ignore that law are punished. Just like people who ignore gravity or freezing temperature are punished. Because these are laws that were not created by people, supersede people. But on January 4th, when the President of the United States told us he was stealing, that our country was stealing something that didn't belong to us, people should have piped up and said something, but they didn't. And that got us all the way to yesterday, which was Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday is not just a holy day on the Christian calendar, it is the center of the Christian calendar. It is the holiest day in Christian life.
What happened?
Because it's the day that Christians remember the whole point of their religion, which was not that Jesus was killed, but that he rose from the dead, that he beat death, unique in history. And this is the day that Christians celebrate his resurrection. And in this country, that celebration's been watered down effectively to candy and Easter bunnies, but globally and certainly historically, Easter is the focus. It's preceded by Holy Week and Lent, 40 days of self-denial and prayer, all leading up to yesterday, Easter morning. And for faithful Christians, it is still the biggest day of the year. And it's a day of joy. The thing every person fears most is death. We're born fearing it because we're born knowing it's coming.
Until now, he's doing a great job. He's a bishop now. He's telling you about the meaning of Easter, what Jesus did to you. Okay. What does have to do with Trump?
And Christianity unique among religions promises victory over it. And Jesus' resurrection is proof that God can beat death because only God creates life. And so the morning of Easter is a uniquely joyful and peaceful moment. And yet that peace yesterday was shattered. That's not an overstatement. It was shattered for many observant Christians by a statement that the President of the United States put out at 8:03 a.m. Eastern Time, Easter morning, that said this, and we're going to read it in its entirety, not in outrage or self-righteousness, but honestly in horror. Quote, Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. 3 exclamation points. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch.
How Bishop Saint put Trump, he says such a sentence. Shame on you. I mean, this guy, his conversation with Andrew Tate, every 2 seconds he say the F word. And now he is shattering peace because he is threatening Iran. If they don't open Hormuz, he will go and deal with them. He will give them hell. This is not a Christian behavior. A Christian behavior is somebody he can make bombs and bomb your churches and your kids and send rocket and share, sharing everybody, including the Muslim countries. And he should say it's okay, but none of our business. Iran can attack everybody because we are Christians. How dare you? In the day of Easter, you say this? In the day of Easter, you donkey, those people, they decide to cut the faucet for all the poor people around the world. Trump is not defending himself now. Trump is defending those who they are poor. Food prices will go crazy to the poor, not to the rich people like you. They will buy the food, doesn't matter what it is. You will keep going to the most expensive restaurant. Who is the one who will be affected by closing Hormuz? Elon Musk? Trump? His kids? You? So when Trump, he get upset, threatening them to open it, he is opening it for the poor. If we go check right now how many manufacturers are closed in China. In case you do not know, a lot of your clothes fabric is made from oil. It is. Like, polyester. As an example. A lot of product is made from oil. They need the product so they can manufacture. Prices of food and gas and heat and cooking is going crazy around the world. It's not for Trump. Trump is a billionaire. Hundreds of millions of dollars in his pocket. So, if a Trump, he is bad because he is threatening the wicked who close Hormuz. That is a great bad person for me. He's protecting the whole world. You say we have a war with you while you are closing. The water is not yours. Two countries have nothing to do with you and nothing to do with us. What the African countries have to do with the war between me and you so they cannot have their oil? What that the poor Filipinos cannot get their oil? Why the Chinese, why the Taiwanese, why the people around the world, why they cannot get their oil? You have war with me, why you close the oil to them? According to you, Trump is a wicked man for doing this. According to me, Trump is doing a great job for saying this. You might don't agree with the language, but nobody said that Trump is a Bishop Trump or Saint Trump. He speaks the same language you use. You use the F word every 2 seconds. So if the F word make him bad a Christian, does it make you a good Christian? If I go to your video with Andrew Tate, how many times you will use the F word? Shall I play it? Go, wicked, go.
Praise be to Allah, President Donald J. Trump. Now, a lot of people reading that imagined, of course, this can't be real. Did the President of the United States really just write that?
Why not?
And it is real. It is maybe the most real thing this president has ever done, and also the most revealing. On every level.
Hold on. A second ago, he wasn't a Christian. Now he is mocking Allah. How that? What that make him for you? Is that why you are upset? He's mocking Allah. This can't be real. That make him very real for me. He is not a politician. He say it as it is. In fact, that exposes people like you. So if he chooses his word carefully, that will make him a Christian. Obama is the best to make speeches. But who can say Obama is a Christian? Or is a good person? Joe Biden, he never wrote a speech. They write it for him. You see how stupid you are? That make him real. Yes, he is real. He's natural. He's not fake. He say it as he believes should say it. And that make us vote for him. Because he is not a politician like you. Political correct like you. Wicked dog who go 15 feet from Trump when he was your friend. The second he dump you, because obviously you are wicked. He noticed that you are wicked. You start biting him in his back. If he invites you tomorrow to the White House, you will stop barking against him. Right? Go.
It is vile on every level. It begins with a promise to use the U.S. military, our military, to destroy civilian infrastructure in another country.
Why not? But when you say civilian infrastructure, what does that mean? Is that the bridges they use for the army? Is that the passage, the secret police who arrest people and kill them? What do you mean civilian? What do you mean by civilians? Anything their army use is not civilian no more. Secondly, for the sake of argument, let us say he destroys civilian structures. Iran every day shooting rocket at Dubai, Emirat. What they are shooting at? Airport, hotel, refinery. Same in Saudi Arabia, same in Kuwait, same in Oman. So why we should treat them differently? When they are shooting their rocket and their missiles all the way to Israel, blindly, houses, building, apartment, why we should treat them differently? I remember Trump is not shooting apartment buildings. He just said like he will destroy everything can make them strong. But that is not apartment building. That is not a house. That is not even a mosque. That is a bridges. That is electricity. By the way, as long as you are talking against this, how come you don't condemn Putin for hitting every electric grid in Ukraine? How come he never spoke about it? When Putin, he destroyed a dam. You praise it. In fact, you accuse the Ukrainian in different video. When this is their dam, and the flood will go to their land, will destroy their villages. Imagine, guys, I destroy a dam, and this dam protecting my villages from being flooded. This is what this guy, he accused the Ukrainian of doing. In Ukraine, the whole country have no electricity. By your best friend Putin, but he never spoke against it. Why Putin is hitting electric grid? Remember, I'm using your logic, your ethical code. Instead, you praise him.
Country, which is to say to commit a war crime, a moral crime against the people of the country.
It's a war
Whose
crime.
welfare, by the way, was one of the reasons we supposedly went into this war in the first place. They're being killed by their government. We have to rescue them. And now,
Did he say he's going to bomb the Iranian? You know, I have a video I want to show you. This is Carlson. Give me a second. Finally, somebody put him in the corner. He asked him a question.
But you should challenge some ideas. For instance, you didn't talk about freedom of speech in Russia. You did not talk about Navalny, about assassinations, about the restrictions on opposition in the coming elections.
I didn't talk about the things that every other American media outlet talks about.
Why?
exclusively,
Yes, this is
because
my
those
question.
are covered, and because I have spent my life talking to people who run countries in various countries and have concluded the following: that every leader kills people, including my leader. Every leader.
No. Here he is defending why Putin is killing people. He asked him, how come you don't talk about freedom of speech? How come you don't talk about Putin assassinating anyone who opposes him, his own citizen? Why you don't talk about Putin killing his own people? So why don't we talk about it? Everybody talk about that. I believe all leaders, they kill everybody. So why you are talking about Trump now? The reason you don't talk about Putin because every leader kill everybody, including your leader, you said. So why you are going like a dog on Trump if he is the same as Putin, which is not true? Do you see how wicked this man is?
It's not for me to give you a lecture about that, but you should challenge some ideas. For instance, you didn't talk about freedom of speech in Russia. You did not talk about Navalny, about assassinations, about the restrictions on opposition in the coming elections.
I didn't talk about the things that every other American media outlet talks about.
Why?
exclusively,
Yes, this is
because
my
those
question.
are covered, and because I have spent my life talking to people who run countries in various countries and have concluded the following: that every leader kills people, including my leader. Every leader kills people. Some kill more than others. Leadership requires killing people.
Guys, did he just say leadership required killing people? Sorry? Did he just say leadership required killing people? Sorry? Where was your ethic as a Christian when you made this statement? Can you believe it what you just said? Leadership required. It's not a choice. Required to kill people. So you cannot be a leader unless you kill people. That's what he's saying. He's saying, well, this is a fact. Sorry, it's how it is. I want to talk about it. So why you are talking about Trump? This is what leadership for him. Listen carefully. We're not making things up. This guy is a smart man. He got him busted. Look, he's sitting like a wicked skunk. His face is getting red because this guy is cornering him. How come he never spoke about What about assassinating your own citizen just because he go against you in the election? Not an enemy. A guy, millions of people vote for him. You assassinate anyone who opposes Putin and he is a serious threat to win, he got assassinated by Putin. Yet, according to Secretary Carlson, sorry, leadership required to kill people. It's required to be Genghis Khan. As long you are saying it's a requirement, based on your ethic and understanding, if Trump he kill people, it's required to kill. And notice here, Trump is not killing his own people. Putin is killing his own people, not only Ukrainian. For you, it's okay.
Elections.
I didn't talk about the things that every other American media outlet talks about.
Why? Yes, this
because
is my
those
question.
are covered, and because I have.
Look at the excuse, they are covered. That is an excuse? That's covered? So you go blind on it? Those serious issues, they are serious. Everybody talking about, so what you were talking about at that time when he assassinated his opponent, you were talking about Mickey Mouse? But everybody now is talking about the war in Iran. All the elite of the left, they are attacking Trump. So what you are talking about it, they are already covered. They made tons of stories against him because of this war. It's covered. Why you talk about it? Hypocrite, wicked dog. But dogs are loyal. You're not. He defends people, and those people are the most wicked. According to him, the Russian regime with Putin is fighting the fascist Ukrainian. Do you know that this guy, when he sat with Putin, both agreed that Hitler was right? Putin said to him, well, the Polish did not agree with, they did not cooperate with Hitler, so they gave him the excuse to attack them, and he's right. Let me show you what the Russian TV says.
На войне побеждают не такие или не такие, а яростные. Яростные, ломающие волю к сопротивлению. Поэтому еще раз повторю. Вот мы, наконец, стали выносить к чертям. Не будет жизни ни в Харькове, ни в Полтаве, ни в Николаеве, ни в Одессе. Не будет этих городов, и не будет Киева. Если мирные жители не осознают, что их избрали как расходный материал и не скинут свою нацистскую власть. А нет сил, хотя бы уйдите из всех городов. Поймите, что вас используют как живой щит. Нет сил уйти, извините. Напомню вам судьбу Содома и Гоморры. Там наверняка тоже были жители, которые просто не могли уйти. Просто вынуждены были жить. Как все.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it? They want to kill every Ukrainian, make Ukraine Sodom and Gomorrah. No Kiev city, no Odessa, no Kharkiv, no, he mentioned many cities. Kill them all. Stop the excuse. They are protecting those cities by a human shield. This is the official government TV of Russia, and those are high officials, they are standing. Why we don't finish every Ukrainian? Cities after cities. And then they say to you that Ukrainians are fascist and Putin is defending his own. Russia, the most powerful country after America, is under attack by those Ukrainians. Kill them all. Let me remind you the fate of Sodom and Gomorrah. This is their official TV station. This is not AI. And all those who they are in the stage, by the way, they agree. We should finish it, finish all. We can nuke them all. City after city. Carlson, he defends Putin every day. And today he is defending other evil person, evil government. The wicked Shia, Hezbollah, who they are #1 drug dealers in the Middle East, who they are the one who killed our soldiers in the Middle East, the one who kidnapped, the one, when this regime took over, what they did to the American in the embassy, they took them hostages from the first day. This is how civil they are. From the first day in their governing, they broke the law, international law. You see, Iran have an ambassador. He come to make a speech in New York. We don't arrest him. We don't take him hostages. Their foreign minister, he come to make a speech in the United Nations. We don't take him hostage. We don't. They do. Go. Wicked man.
Now here's our president, not even a month and a half into the conflict, which we are not winning, by the way, because the Straits of Hormuz are not open. There's one way to...
Just to show you how stupid you are. Strait of Hormuz was not the target of the war, you idiot. So if they close it, the whole world is losing, not us. Like a second ago, you accused him that he is stealing the oil of Venezuela. So where we get our oil from? USA is #1 producer of oil in the world. Saudi Arabia and Russia together, they don't make oil like us. And now you said we stole the oil of Venezuela. So if they close Hormuz, what does this have to do with us? How that make us lose the war? Did they close the faucet of oil on us, like we don't have gas in the gas stations now? They close Hormuz because they are weak, because they are losing. Not because they are winning. They are out of card, they are out of papers, they are out of weapon. They said to themselves, let us put pressure on the whole world, and then the whole world will put the pressure on Trump. Because they knew that we don't get our oil from there. We don't buy oil from Saudi Arabia. We don't get our gas from Qatar. We don't. You're stupid.
To keep track, that's the measurement. Saying that we're going to use our military to kill the civilians of this country who didn't choose. Where they got nothing to do.
Where he said he want to kill the civilian of that country? Where he said that? When he said this is the end of a civilization, he's talking about everything they have. Present a new civilization is going to go. Electricity, internet. You are just a wicked man. Because if a Trump, he want to do that, he do not need to talk about it. He just hit the bomb, he nuked them. You do not need to say it. And just to show you how successful Trump is, those people don't want to negotiate until he said to them, I'm going to destroy this and this. Suddenly they want to negotiate. Suddenly they want to talk. It worked. If a person want to do it, and he meant to do it no matter what, he will not tell them, if you don't do this, I will do this. He's making a threat. Open the oil for the whole world, otherwise I will do something to you. And this is why he did not attack those things from the first day. In fact, if I am the president, if I am Trump, I will attack those things in the first day of the war. Because if Iran have no electricity for the last 7 weeks, the regime is already collapsed. Already. Trump, he made a mistake, actually. He did not attack them in that point, in those positions from the first day. So now we have to thank Trump saying, okay, because he made a threat, they promised to open Hormuz, which is for the benefit of the whole world. Thank you, Trump. You should be thankful. And now if he succeed in his negotiation, he is going to succeed because of this threat. Correct? Why J.D. Vance today is meeting with them in Pakistan? Because of this threat. So this threat brings peace. You are worried about post, but you are not checking out the result of it. Those wicked people, they don't listen to you unless you speak their language. They believe in killing everybody. They believe in bringing hell to everybody. Well, Trump, he says, I will bring hell to you. What's wrong with that? I will tell you, your wicked regime in Iran is being destroyed. And you are a foreign agent. Go.
Do with it. They're like civilians everywhere. Blow up their bridges? Bridges on military bases? No, just...
Yes, the bridges they destroyed, they are military bases, you donkey. In the case of war, in case you do not know, they closed the bridges for caravan of army to pass. The first thing, okay, hold on. As long you are against destroying bridges, how many bridges Putin he destroyed in Ukraine? It's just a question. Are you against Putin to destroy bridges? How many electric grid in Ukraine attacked by Putin every day? What a piece of, guys, I have to use this word, sorry. What a piece of shit you are. You know, Secretary Carlson, he believes Putin is doing the right thing. He's defending himself. Okay, how to defend yourself? According to Secretary Carlson, it's okay to attack the electric grid. It's not okay to Trump to do. This is not a Christian. This is not a Christian behavior if you do that. All right? This is 4 days ago. 4 days ago. What about today? Shall we check today? And then now the Ukrainians, they are attacking back. And they are hitting their, you know, it took the Ukrainian more than 2 years to be able to attack inside Russia. Remember, the Western, they gave them weapon. They cannot use it. They told them they cannot hit inside Russia. You hit only in the territory which Putin occupied. So for more than 2 years, the Russian, they can hit Ukraine every inch. Finally, the Ukrainian, they can hit back. And now, as you see, they are hitting the major oil terminal. Because Putin, he hit their oil terminal. He hit their port. He's the one who started. He hit the electric grid. He hit their bridges. He destroyed everything. Churches, schools, cities. But according to the wicked Secretary Carlson is worried about the bridges. How dare you to attack bridges? How you do that? Civilian? You attack civilian? Why you don't do the same as Putin? Putin was a good guy. He don't attack civilian. He attack army people. Look, in this apartment, Zelensky lived there. You see, in this kitchen, the wife of Zelensky was making eggplant. And here is his bodyguard. You see this woman here? She is the KGB of Zelensky. She lives here in the same building. She is an army officer. Look, in her jacket there is something here. There is a sign. She got this jacket from the flea market. You see how wicked he is? Schools, hospitals, dead people everywhere. Tucker Carlson, he don't mind. Trump, he make a post. He did not say, I will kill civilians. The only incident in this war, they attack a school, which is true. It turned to be true. But this was by mistake. Why? Because was, and it was actually during the attack, an army base for the Basij. So what they did, they divided the whole area, one part to be school for the kids of the Passage. So the whole compound is a Passage, even the school. So the American, they have an intel that this is a Passage, which means the secret police of Iran, they attack it. They don't know that there is little girls there. In the map, this is a center for the Passage. It's true. Even when the attack is still there. But they do not know, they have an old intel, they do not know that this is a part of it converted to be a school. Look at the blood in the ground, look at this. Look at this. That did not anger the wicked Tucker Carlson. Because Ukrainian, they are not a human for him. Let them die. They are poor. If they are, you see, he keep talking about oil. What make you go to Qatar and defend Qatar? What make you go to Saudi Arabia and defend Saudi Arabia? Is it because they're oil? Why you don't go to Nigeria as long as you are a Christian and check and make an interview with those poor Christians who they are kidnapped and killed every day? Did Tucker Carlson or those wicked women cow dance ever made a video about Nigeria? No. No. What make you interested in those countries except their oil? Correct? If the Ukrainians are rich and they have oil, he will defend them. But they are not. They are the poor. Cities are destroyed. Who can build this? Who's going to build? Who's going to give those people their houses back? Yet he defends Russia. I'm mentioning here Russia to show you how double standard this wicked man is. So Putin attack electric grid, attack a school, attack a church. It's okay. No problem. What's wrong with that? Those Ukrainians are fascist, brother. What the attack happened today? Thousands of drones. Today. Attacking where? Cities. Towns. The funny that Putin, he complained about Israel attacking Hezbollah in Beirut, destroying apartment building. I mean, look who's talking. Look who is talking about attacking apartment building. Putin. And look who is talking. The wicked sucker Carlson. I don't know if I'm going to play all his video, guys. It's going to take forever. But we did not vote for Trump because he is Saint Trump. And nobody claimed that Trump is saint. But Trump is doing the right thing. All this time, this wicked regime, killing, kidnapping, drug selling around the world. And nobody dared to stand for them. Trump, he did it. Trump and Israel. We have to give a credit to Israel too. Because in fact, Israel is the one who stands for them. Right? And if this man, he have a little ethic as he claimed, then he should condemn anyone attacking civilian anywhere in the world, including Saudi Arabia when they were bombing Yemen, including Qatar when they were arming Al-Qaeda in Syria, including Putin when he took his army all the way to Syria. Shall I show you videos of the Russian army in Syria? He never opened his mouth against what Putin is doing there. Never. He never opened his mouth against Saudi Arabia bombing Yemeni, bombing cities. Never. He never spoke against Hezbollah even once. He claimed that Hamas, all of those, they are, I mean, because if you think about it, if this guy, he claimed to be Christian, then how he support the ones who kill Christians? All of those, they believe in killing Christians and they practice it. Not only they believe in it, they practice it and they do it every day. Putin, he built 800 mosques in Russia from the money of the Christian Russian. Never happened before. Tens of thousands gather in the heart of Moscow, doing a prayer, intimidating the Christians in their heart because of Putin. Putin, he made an order. Anyone insult the filthy so-called Prophet Muhammad, he will pay a criminal penalty. Check it out. Go ask. We're not making things up. I go to Ukraine, I make speeches against Muhammad. Nobody arrests me. Nobody told me. They said to you, Zelensky, he closed the churches. Go type right now in YouTube. Easter in Ukraine. Tens of thousands going to churches. All churches are open. The one who arrests a priest is Putin. The one who killed Christians is Putin. And the one who killed Christians is Hamas, is Hezbollah, is Iran, is Qatar. All of them his friends. This wicked man, he is in no position to speak about good or bad, for he is more bad than the bad. And those who keep talking about Epstein, just to show you how wicked the world is and how coward they are. In America, they teach kids how to put their 2 fingers in their anus to make it wide. This is what they teach in school. Nobody complain about it. Little girls, they have a boyfriend, they are not even 13 years old. Nobody complain about it. Women walking in the street doing prostitution in Los Angeles. Nobody complain about it. Young girls. Then there's a guy, his name Epstein. He brought 2 girls, they are underage. The whole world collapsed. I'm not defending the guy, but I'm showing you how hypocrite those society is. His best friend is Andrew Tate. His best friend is a person who lure young girls into sex business. His best friend, who he defend him so much. This Andrew Tate, he admit. Speaking about girls, he lured them into sex, they are underage. He mentioned when he starts sleeping with them. He mentioned how many years they were with him. So if I say, my girlfriend is 25 years old, and she is with me for 8 years. How was her age when I started sleeping with her? That's what he did. All of you are Epstein. You are a liar. You are awkward. You are a hypocrite. And he himself, he defend the biggest Epstein in history. He defend Muhammad. Muhammad, he F little girl. And all the Muslims, they F girls, they are young. All of them. Why he don't speak against Muhammad who F little girls? The girls is used by Epstein. He did not kidnap them. I'm not defending the guy, by the way. Don't take me wrong. He's wicked, for sure. But obviously those people, they are working in prostitution already. I mean, how they get you to go to fly all the way to an island? I don't know. I mean, money. Give me a reason. You can say they are young, they are lured. Okay, no problem. I understand. But so we have to condemn them all then. We have to condemn anyone who do that. How come he defend Muhammad? How come he defend Andrew Tate? How come he speak about Epstein? Doesn't make sense. 15 years old is twice older than Aisha. Not twice, 3 times older almost. She was 6 years old. In the beginning of his video, he says, we voted for Trump to stand against nations who they are godless. If this wicked sucker keep talking about Epstein, him, and how cow dance, how come Andrew Tate is his best friend and her best friend, and she posts pictures of him wearing his underwear? If you condemn Epstein, you can't be friend with Andrew Tate, can you? Same time, this wicked sucker Carlson, he mentioned in his video that he was 15 feet away from Trump when he became a president, when he took an oath. But Trump is known all his life what he is, what he do. Why you friend him? Why you defend him? Why you support him for election? Like when Trump before he spoke that he is a good Christian. Like did he make speeches about Jesus before? Why you supported him? If you are a person who is too much into Christianity, but now he's trying to convince those who vote for Trump to not to. Then you ask yourself, let us say for the sake of argument, if we don't vote for Trump, who is going to win the election? The LGBTQ. So he's asking you to win, to let the LGBTQ take over. Why? Because he is fighting Hezbollah. That make him a bad person. It's a fact. This is what he's asking you, right? This is what he's asking you for. Because you need to ask yourself, okay, if we don't vote for Trump, who's going to take over? Kamala Harris, right? So this wicked, he prefer Kamala Harris and her gang over Trump. I hope that soon they will put him in jail. Not because he's opposing Trump. No, we have a freedom of speech in this country. But already he admitted that he was leaking information to the Iranian. He admitted, all right, that he is under investigation for leaking information to Iran. I hope and I pray that those wicked people will be exposed badly very soon. Already they are exposed by us, but I mean exposed legally. I would love it to see this guy going for a treason for a long time in jail. I would be happy if this woman, cow dance, she go bankrupt because she accused the president of France's wife that she is a guy. I mean, look how silly they are. You know, they are looking for conspiracy. They know what people like, gossip and conspiracy. So suddenly it's very important for us to know if there is a little piece of meat between the legs of macaroni wife. How important this topic. She is fighting to prove it. Christians in Nigeria are slaughtered by hundreds. Never open her mouth. Never. She supposedly African too. She's African. But her friends all are white. They are rich. Very rich. But she is busy with the macaroni wife. And now she is busy with Israel. The Jews. But she and he, both of them, they make fortune from the Jews. He worked for Fox News owned by a Jew. His career is built by the Jew. Same for her. As soon they are kicked out, in fact, I believe that that woman there, she started doing things so she will be kicked out. So her contract will be broken because she found a better source of income. She became now so famous, she do not need them. So they use the Jews to get famous. It's like a ladder, you know, they step on you. As soon as she is out, and now she is famous, she do not need the Jews. Let us bite them. We know better. Let me explain to you, forget about this wicked man. Hezbollah leader, few years ago, and I can't find the video, he threatened the Christians in Lebanon to slaughter them all. He made a video saying to them, reminding them, he said, I have 100,000 fighter. 100,000 fighter. If I move my finger, you know what will happen to you. I can show you the video if you like. So Hezbollah make it so clear that we want to kill all the Christians in Lebanon. And they did already, by the way, killed a lot of Christians already. A lot of Christians. Not only Christian, by the way, even those so-called Palestinian, Hezbollah killed a lot of them in Lebanon. Many people do not know about, by the way. Actually, nobody killed Palestinian, which are not Palestinian, but they call them Palestinian, as much as Hezbollah and the Shia in Lebanon. You can search right now in Google. For this. Let me show you. Nobody ever hated the Palestinian as much as Hezbollah. We can use Google to translate, don't worry. Come on, translate. Here we go. This is what the Shia did to the so-called Palestinian in Lebanon. They cut water from them, food. They stop any man who is supposedly Palestinian, they cut his throat on the street. They surrounded them in their camps for almost 3 years. They massacre them. Those are the same one who claim that they are defending Palestine. It's a fact. We are not making fictions, my friend. This is not fiction. This is who they are. They slaughter thousands and thousands. They destroy their houses. They bombed them. They shot them. They did not allow them to receive food, water, anything. In certain time, they start eating dead body. This is what Hezbollah, who claim defending so-called Palestine. The same people. Not the Shia. This is what the Shia did. This is what the Shia did to the so-called Palestinian. And now they are claiming that they love Palestine. No, they are not defending anything to do with this. The whole idea is how Iran spread its power over the Middle East. And to spread the Shia. And the Shia, if they spread Shia, they can control the Middle East. So all the Shia, they belong to the mullahs of Iran. They have to receive command from those mullahs. So the religion is a tool of power. Israel is a tool to control, which means we will make those people believe that we are here to fight Israel. And all the Muslims, they agree on hating Israel. So we can use Israel as a target of hate. But the purpose is to control all the area. So all this area will become Shia. The same as it used to be before. In case you do not know, Egypt was one day all of it Shia. Qatar was Shia. Emirat was Shia. Bahrain was Shia. Most of the Middle East was Shia. So they're trying to get their glory. The Persian trying to get their control of the Middle East, but this time in the name of Shiaism. So when Israel attacking Hezbollah, they are cleaning the weeds in Lebanon. Those people, they were going to kill the Christians if there is no Israel. If there is no Israel, those people will give their weapon? No. They will start slaughtering the Christians. What if they slaughter the Christians? Oh, okay, we slaughter the Muslims, Sunni. Because they hate the Sunni. In fact, they love to kill Sunni more than Christians. It's a fact. So Iran in certain time, just until last year actually, they have control all the way from Iran, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, a massive empire of Shia. And Israel is just an excuse. So they can spread and take over. All right? Israel is not a target, really. You see, Iran never actually attacked Israel. They never. They always use somebody else. Hezbollah in Lebanon, Yemen, anyone, but not them. They never send a rocket at Israel. Never, never. All these years. Never before. Until Israel attacked them, all the war was happening before using militant groups so Iran can stay safe. So we command Hezbollah, shoot rocket. We command the Yemeni, shoot rocket at Israel. And that make us gain support from the Muslims around the world. See, Iran defending Palestine. But in reality, they never go to war with Israel. So they stay safe and they use others, dogs with rabies. They are just looking for bones, money, power. Those Shia in Lebanon, they are very poor. Everybody knows that Shia in Lebanon are the poorest. The one who clean your shoes is a Shia. The one who clean your bathroom is a Shia. The one who begging for money in the street is Shia. Iran came to them, listen, we will enrich you. We will grow drugs. We will arm you. We will train you. You will take over Lebanon. From the one who cleans shoes to the one who controls the country. From a cleaning shoes to drug dealer, millions and billions. This is exactly what happened. Those are the poorest people in the country. Iran employed them. They found that this is a perfect atmosphere. Those are very poor. If we tell them, we can give you arm and weapon and make you powerful, everybody fear you. If we tell them, we can make you get rich, and we made them rich. Drugs, farms all over Shia area. If you go right now and search for Hezbollah drugs, don't take propaganda. You can watch videos of capturing their manufacturers one after one. Israel caused a disaster for Iran. When they did destroy the regime in Syria, all the manufacture of Hezbollah for drugs in Syria closed. So the source of money for Hezbollah, which means Iran. So Iran now use them as a drug farms, but the money go to them too. Money laundry too. They send to Venezuela, they send to Saudi Arabia, they send to Emirat. Lebanon is very well known to be a green country. Middle East known to be desert. Lebanon send orange, Lebanon send apple, Lebanon send vegetables to all those Gulf countries. And Hezbollah smuggle with those import for vegetables, drugs. It's a big, huge network of drug dealers. This is why Maduro is very close to them. If we go to YouTube, we can find tons of videos about this. Like there is tons of videos actually, but I don't want to play something will very copyright issue. But you can search yourself, you will find that we are not making things up. And the funny is they are very religious, but they sell drugs and they grow drugs. No, very religious. This is why they are so close to, this is why they are so upset about Venezuela. Lord have mercy. I hope you got an idea. And I hope you understand that when those people, they say, don't vote for Trump, they are trying to make the ones who you don't want them to be there to be there. Who is the one who want Kamala Harris to win? Iran. Is that true? Who is the one who want us to have weak leadership? Iran, Russia, the enemies. Is that true? All of us, we knew that Iran were working so hard, hoping that Trump will never win. He's mocking Allah. That's why. What's your take on Trump saying praise to be to Allah? Is making this is mocking. This is why here now, this filthy sucker is attacking Trump for he is mocking Allah. Don't you see he is mocking Allah? Because this is what they shout. The Muslims, they shout, praise be to Allah. So he's saying, I'm going to make you shish kebab, praise be to Allah. So you can praise be to Allah as much you want. This is a mocking. He's not respecting Allah. And now this guy here is upset, Tucker Carlson, because Trump is mocking Allah. God bless you too, Christos. Thank you. Always ask yourself what they want. What does Tucker Carlson he want? If we don't vote for Trump, we vote for who? He wants us to give the Democrat. And who is the one who wants Democrat to win? Iran. Because if Democrat is still there, if Joe Biden there, is Kamala Harris there, those people, they will have their nukes. They will have their way in everything they want. Only your enemy, they want you to have a weak leadership. Only your enemy. And there's no question that this guy, he hates America. I will not be surprised if he's even a Muslim Shia or Sunni, it doesn't matter. All is the same wickedness. Right? CP, will the Sunni join Israel to fight Shia? Or the Sunni and Shia put aside differences and join together to fight Israel? Maybe in the future, but you see that the hate between Shia and Sunni is beyond Israel. You know, their hate is massive. But I will not be surprised that one day that Muslims, they can, not because they are united, they will never be united, but they can be united in their hatred. Like now, Turkey, they are happy that Iran is being destroyed. But Turkey is afraid that they are next. So Turkey and Erdogan is upset in the same time. Why? Because if they took Iran from the way, then the question is, who is the biggest Islamic country who is supporting terrorism? Who's next? Turkey. And if we understand that Saudi Arabia and Emirat, they themselves against Turkey too. So Erdogan is worried that if now they get rid of Iran, and America proved to be able to do so, and Israel, then what is going to stop them from being us next? You know, all of this NATO garbage is not exist. You know, the NATO, I mean, as you see, when Trump, he needed them, they refused even to let him get gas from their airport. They refused to make him land. Spain, France, you know, all of them, they closed their airspace for USA. So American airplane, they have to fly thousands of miles to go to Iran. Especially the big ones who they cannot land in certain area. Shia and Sunni, they can be united against Israel. It can be. But if that serve a purpose fit with them, which mean Emirat, as Muslim country, they will be happy if Israel is destroyed. However, Emirat today understand that it's very important that Israel is exist, because they bring balance and security to them. If Emirat now alone, can they fight Iran? No. If a Trump, he says to Emirat, we don't care for you, China will not dare to get involved. Who is going to protect Emirat? Israel. In fact, I assure you now that those countries like Saudi Arabia and Emirat and Kuwait and Bahrain, they trust Israel and they will have a very strong relationship with Israel. When I say strong, it's a strong about benefit, not strong about love. Don't take it emotionally. Because they knew and they understand the needs of protection. Those people, they live in fear. And their fear is Iran. Iran in the last 25 years expanding. They took Iraq, they took Syria, they took half of Yemen. They have even camps in South America. They became very powerful. They own banks around the world to launder their drug money. So those countries here, the small countries like Emirat and Bahrain, they cannot survive anywhere. This is why actually Iran now hitting them every day. They did not dare to shoot one bullet. Iran. Did you notice? Neither Emirat, neither Bahrain, neither Saudi Arabia, all of them, they did not dare to shoot one bullet. Why? Because they're afraid if they do, what if Trump tomorrow said, okay, we stop the war, we sign an agreement with Iran, and they did not care for us? Who's going to protect them? So those are very weak countries. Let us say they are a tiger made of paper. The only one they can trust to protect them is Israel. Because Israel is doing their own interest too. Iran is an enemy. So we have a common enemy. Like, you know, like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Right? But if the enemy changed tomorrow, all those attacks on Iran, from Iran into the Gulf, look how many attack. In fact, they attack the Gulf way more than they attack Israel. Way more. For many reasons. First, they are closer. Secondly, they are easier. Number three, they don't have enough defense like Israel. Kuwait, Emirat, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, even Qatar, their friend. So this unity can happen in the future, God knows when. But for now, those countries, they need Israel. This is why actually the Emirati, they are smart. They sign an agreement with Israel, even security agreement. Exchange of technology and information. Because they understand that their security is extremely at risk. And they have nobody to trust. They can't trust American. They can't trust European. Look, like now, Saudi Arabia and all of them, they attack. Did any European countries, the Qatar, they have a French base. French base. They have a security defense agreement with France. Did the French defend them? No. They have a British base. They have American base. I mean, those people, they brought everybody. Same as Emirates, same as Bahrain, same as Kuwait. But here we go, Iran is attacking them. The European, they put their head between their legs. All the security agreement they signed with them, it turned to be fart. The only one is involved in this war is America and Israel. European refused even to do anything. And now, because Trump is forcing them to be involved, he threatened them to dismiss the NATO. So now they are meeting together to see how they can open Hormuz. After Trump, he beat the hell of them. And after they noticed that this might be taking long, Iran taking over Hormuz, it will harm Europe, not America. In Iran, they became so powerful not only by weapon influence in the Middle East, as you see their hands as octopus expanding. You notice that Democrat defend Iran. This guy claimed to be conservative, defend Iran. So the Iranian, they were able to go through our system and to gain control of many influencers. Who they like? There's two kinds of influencers in this country. There's conservative, there is Democrat. Well, we better control them both. So they went to those who they are from the conservative side, which are not, those are the woke actually, those are not conservative. Everything about them is woke. When your best friend is Andrew Tate, you must be woke. Wicked and woke. So they have to control both sides so they can control America. That's why you see your kids go in the street, free Palestine. Who is behind this? Since when? So they were able, the same as the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union, they started this actually. And now the Iranian, they found it very ready. Iran and Qatar, they found it ready. The Soviet Union, they made American, they hate their country. This is what the woke they teach. American flag, American are colonist, American are imperially, they want to control the whole world, you know, the whole conspiracy. And they make American, they hate their own land. And they go out of sense, lose their mind to defend the one who want to kill them, like LGBTQ for Hamas. LGBTQ for Gaza, but if you go to Gaza, they will throw you from the roof. So they found a very good ground to grow their weeds in America. So Iran gained momentum inside the state. In both sides, they found that in the conservative, there's a growth of hatred against the Jews. So they said to themselves, let us invest with those people. They hate the Jews, we hate the Jews. So let us invest with them. So they come to someone like Cow Dance, and those people, they are working for them now. And we do not know what is behind the scene too. It's very possible that this guy already became a Muslim. Who knows? So obviously he's mentally ill. Your enemy, the best way to conquer you is to use your kids. Especially if your enemy is weak, he cannot kill you. You are so strong. But your kid can kill you. If we can make their own kids fight their own families, who can beat that? Nobody. So they will brainwash your kids, and Tucker Carlson is part of this tool. Trying to brainwash you, make you believe that Bishop Trump is not a good Christian, and he is a good Christian. If a Trump is a Christian, shall not attack Iran, shall not say this and that. But Iran can kill Christians. Iran can kill and rape and kidnap. Iran can send a rocket. Iran, if whatever they do, they can send rocket at apartment building. They can. It's okay. They can kill Jews. It's okay. But you cannot do that to the Iranian. That's not okay. So the message is so clear. This guy already, he is under investigation for being a foreign agent in the in the legal language mean he is a spy. He is a spy. And if you remember his video, he admitted that the CIA, they were reading his text. He said that his text was sent to the people of Iran. The people. All right? But we know what that means. That means he was leaking information to the Iranian regime. And he did that before the war, a day before the war. Now, it doesn't mean only that day, but something serious he mentioned, he sent them before the day, before the war, before the attack. And I believe that Trump, he used him. He gave him some information to leak to the Iranians. They knew already that he is a spy for them. So they gave him some information.
So the other day I found out that the CIA is preparing some kind of criminal referral against me, a crime report, to the Department of Justice on the basis of a supposed crime I committed. What's that crime? Well, talking to people in Iran before the war.
Talking to people in Iran before the war? What does that mean? Why you are talking to people in Iran? What do you mean people? What people? Who? Somebody is a plumber? Joe the plumber there? He's texting them, leaking information. They want to know if the threat of a Trump of attacking them is real. Few hours before the attack, Tucker Carlson was texting who? The people of Iran. The 100 million. He was texting everybody. Hello, my name is Tucker Carlson. Are you from the people of Iran? I want to say to you, how are you? You see why he's going so crazy? He's exposed. He might go to jail for the rest of his life. Already they have his text. So let me guess what happened. They are not watching his text. No, not him. They are watching the phones of the Iranian leaders, spying on them, which is normal. I mean, we're going to attack them second day. So while they are watching the text of the Iranian leaders, oops, they found that Tucker Carlson is texting them. And he is admitting, you see, he could not even deny, says, I did not do it. What is the crime? This guy, he thinks this is nothing.
So the other day I found out that the CIA is preparing some kind of criminal referral against me, a crime report, to the Department of Justice on the basis of a supposed crime I committed. What's that crime? Well, talking to people in Iran before the war.
People of Iran.
They read my text.
Text, huh?
So the crime under consideration apparently would be the Foreign Agent Act, something like that, acting as an agent of a foreign power. And I don't expect this to go anywhere.
Sure.
I'm not too worried about an actual criminal case against me for a bunch of reasons. One, I'm not an agent of a foreign power. Unlike a lot of people commenting on U.S. politics and global affairs, I have only one loyalty, and that's the United States. And
exactly. That's why you defend the Iranian regime. You have one loyalty.
I've never acted against it. Its interests are the only interests I care about because I'm...
Yeah, you don't want, when you speak against our army supporting the enemy, you are not acting against it. But why you don't tell us what you were texting? Why you don't show the crowd the text? Show them, this is how I did not do anything wrong. Right? Right away you will notice that he did not dare to show what he was texting. Because it's obvious it is something bad. You see, CIA cannot make a crime or file a crime charge against me if I send somebody in Iran text saying, how are you doing? What is the weather there? How is the economy? You guys can afford food? They cannot do that. They cannot go and file a crime against you for doing that. So what is exactly how bad the text you sent, which is considered a crime, big one. Remember, this person is a famous man. He was close to Trump. He is not, easy figure to arrest. You have to have something very solid in order to bust him. It can't be just saying, hello, how are you doing? It must be something very wicked.
Commenting on U.S. politics and global affairs, I have only one loyalty, and that's the United States, and have never acted against it. Its interests are the only interests I care about because I'm from here and I have a lot of kids. So that's not a concern. I've also never taken money from anybody. Don't need it, don't want it.
How we know? Corrupto? Bitcoins? He did not give you anything? You know, a journalist, a day before the war, is texting the enemies. Was that an interview? No. Did you publish it? Did you post it? No. So what is secretly done, staying secretly until the CIA make it, or somebody leak actually, he's saying, by the way, look at this, just to show you how much he's connected. Somebody from the CIA or from the Department of Justice told him that they are preparing a file for you. You see why he is a perfect spy? If you notice, in the day of the before the war, there is a guy. He is a consultant. He is the head of security. I think consultant for Trump. They force him to resign. What his name? Anyone remember his name? That person, I believe, his resignation connected to Carlson. I think he was leaking information to Carlson. And this guy is one of the most important people in the White House. This is not an easy figure. He is in charge of terrorism. He himself is in charge of this, and Iran itself. All of this happened at the same time. And what was the reason, according to the media, he resigned? He keeps saying to Trump that Iran is not a threat to America. Iran is not a threat to America. The top U.S. counterterrorism official resigned over Iran war. You don't want him to attack Iran. And if you read carefully, you will see they are conducting there's investigation with him. So what the crime he committed? Most likely, this guy was sending information to Carlson. Carlson, he sent it to Iran. You see how Iran was able to betray the system? And how in the world this guy is in charge of terrorism and he believed that Iran is not a threat to America, when Iran is just shouting every day death to America day and night. There's no country in the world shout death to America except Iran. And their dogs, like Houthi, Hezbollah, the Shia in Iraq. All they belong to Iran. How this guy, he was saying to Trump, Iran is not a threat. And you notice Both of them, they share the same thing. This man and Tucker Carlson. And the investigation against Tucker Carlson connected to the investigation with this guy. They are all working together. Who is the one behind the propaganda that Charlie was killed by Israel? This guy. He told Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson started the propaganda with cow dance. It's not a secret. They are all one gang. And all they share one enemy. Israel, the Jews, and the Christians. You see how you can connect the dots together? Iran is not a threat according to this guy, Joe. Iran is not a threat against to this guy, Tucker Carlson. Iran is a good country according to cow dance. All they share the same thing. And imagine how dangerous this Iran is, to the point they are in the White House spying at the Trump plan. But I believe that the intelligence in USA, they were able to find out early. So they gave information to this guy and this guy. They gave it to this guy, Joe. All right? And Joe, he gave it to Tucker Carlson, and Tucker Carlson gave it to Iran. And I believe they told Tucker Carlson or Joe, we will not attack Iran. Just the president is making just a threat. Don't worry. He sent them text messages saying, don't worry, there's no attack. Second day in the morning, those people, they were meeting comfortably, not in the basement, because they've been told that Trump will never attack them. It's just a bluff. All right? Don't worry about it. So I believe that Trump, he used them. You see, many, they might say, like Trump, sometimes he sounds like a big boy. He make sometimes it sound like stupid statement. Trump is a very, very, he play everybody around him. He's not stupid. Like, in one day, he say 100 things, each one of them against the other thing, in the same day. You might think that this guy's crazy. No, he's he's fooling them. So nobody knows what he will do. The whole idea is nobody can predict, especially the enemy. They cannot predict what Trump will do. So those people, they fell into the trap of Trump. He made them transform false information to Iran. And notice here, look at the news. They arrive and they are putting conditions even before they arrive. Precondition is met. Screw them. All right? Just screw them. They understand one language. We know that they are not going to seek peace. They are just buying time so they can rearm themselves. And possibly Trump, he agreed for this temporary ceasefire, so we can, you know, when your airplane attacking every day, you need to give time for the maintenance. Even replace airplanes, like the switch. Airplane go to maintenance, airplane come to the fight. So having some time to replace, to maintenance, to reload, to bring more weapon and ammunition is very important. And even to replace soldiers. So soldiers who they are fighting for the last, 6 weeks, almost 40 days, they need a break. So now this is the time when they take them, replace them with the new fresh blood. So those who they are fighting every day, because imagine if you are in a airplane carrier, those kids don't sleep because the 24 hours the fight is going. So 40 days is not easy. So now it's a great time to replace the fighters with someone is rested, someone is comfortable, someone just came from the state. So all this time, it is possible that both sides is taking advantage of it. Not possible, it's a must. So they can refresh their power and their energy and their animation. So we will see what will happen by tomorrow. And we will, the news will not be news no more. It's going to be known fact. If this peace agreement is going to happen, which I doubt, I believe they are just killing time. But we will see. All right? We will see. We will see, and I pray that this wicked man, he will go to jail for a century, so we will not see his face again. I hope they will be able to get him busted for a treason. And there's no question that he is committing treason. He's angry for fighting those who kill our kids, who import drugs for us, who shout death to America. And yet he claimed that he is loyal to America only. You know what the Lord said? From their fruits you shall know them. And I cannot find better than this golden, the word gold doesn't make sense actually. Priceless advice for all of us from the Lord himself. From their fruit you shall know them. Trump, he is not Saint Trump. We know that. Right? But Trump is doing the job, and he's a fruit to fight the people who teach hate against us, who practice hate against us, who kill us. So Trump fruit for me is good. I don't want to hear speeches about Trump. I did not vote for Trump because he's a bishop. He never claimed to be so. He's a businessman. He loves money, actually. We know that. We did not vote for him for his St. Paul. This is not the reason. We have two to vote for. A wicked Kamala or him. There's no other choice. He is the best choice for us, and he proven it. He fought the school teaching, corrupting our kids. He's against abortion. He took Maduro, was helping the enemy and sending our kids drugs. He's fighting against the wicked Iranian regime. All those things and many others. Telling me that Trump is in the right place. Not everything he have done is good. But you know what? You cannot find a man to do all things is good. Men are men. Men are men. They do bad, they do good. But if we compare him to any of the previous presidents, anyone, you will see that the only one who took actions to make America secure, from drilling for oil. Imagine if we don't have oil now. Imagine if Trump is not there and there's no oil. And we are buying oil from Saudi Arabia. And Iran have a war with somebody. We're Saudi Arabia, not with us. And they close Hormuz. All of us, we will be in chaos. Trump, he saved America. The first thing Trump did when he came to the office, he not only made them drill, he ordered to build as many as they can for a nuclear reactor for energy. So we can be independent by oil, independent by nuclear, and many more. Trump is doing a great job in many things. I don't agree with him with other things. But always, you have to count how many bad and how many good. So if we have Kamala or Joe Biden, the wicked, how many bad? All is bad. How many good? Zero. If we calculate how many good Trump did since he became a president in this year, just in 1 year, this man, he did a lot. So they are saying to you, fight Trump, hate Trump, don't vote for Trump. He's no Christian. He's asking you to vote for the wicked Democrat because there's no other choice. Who you will vote for? Who? He's trying to make you not to support Trump so he can strip him from power and Iran regime can survive. And they can have nukes and they can nuke us tomorrow. As simple as that. For sure he will be happy if Iran nuke Israel. There's no question about it. So I say to you, I voted for Trump before. I will vote for whoever Trump he wants to be in the office unless this person have a history to vote against the Bible. As simple as that. And this man is a wicked skunk. And we should not listen to them. CJ, it is funny that Qatar, Carlson, complains about Trump's language in post, even though Trump was mocking when that language is in the Quran. Exactly. And not only that, he himself, he keeps using this language. Go watch his interview with Andrew Tate. He keeps saying the F word. I mean, the guy every 2 seconds, he used the F word. Right? Is it a bad word? If it's bad, why you use it to yourself? If that will make him not a Christian, why you use it yourself? I thought you are the Christian who called for the Bible, right? You care for the text, the ethic code. Is that the ethic code? He is just playing everything, every card in his hand to try to make you hate the guy. And I think he will go even more aggressive because now they are doing a criminal investigation. So like, he is, let us say, I wouldn't be surprised actually if he tried to escape and go out of the country and seek refuge, asylum in Russia or in Iran. Now for sure not in Iran because Iran might be a very risky place for him, by the Israeli, But I would not be surprised if this guy, he can escape the country if he find that he's going to jail for sure for treason. I would not be surprised if he go to Putin and seek asylum and even Putin give him citizenship. Are you going to be surprised if he did it? I will not. However, tomorrow is coming, and with tomorrow, there's more news to come. I want to say thank you all for being here. And I say to Tucker Carlson, saying to Trump, never existed. Not for the Christians. You are just a stupid idiot. We did not vote for him because he's a bishop. He fit perfectly where he is. As you said, Sakar, you said that to be a leader is required to kill. You said that, you coward. You said that. Didn't you? To be a leader is required to kill.
It's not for me to give you a lecture about that, but you should challenge some ideas. For instance, you didn't talk about freedom of speech in Russia. You did not talk about Navalny, about assassinations, about the restrictions on opposition in the coming elections.
I didn't talk about the things that every other American media outlet talks about.
Why?
exclusively,
Yes, this is
because
my
those
question.
are covered, and because I have spent my life talking to people who run countries in various countries and have concluded the following: that every leader kills people, including my leader. Every leader kills people. Some kill more than others. Leadership requires killing people.
Leadership required killing people, sorry. Required. But if Trump, he kill people, he is not a good man. Why he don't talk about Putin killing people? Because leadership required. You cannot be a leader if you don't kill. You have to kill. Sorry, this is how it is. And the excuse, you don't talk about it because other people are talking about it. That is a false excuse. I'm glad that this guy, he cornered you. At least there is somebody smart spanking this idiot. So Putin assassination to his opponent is okay. No freedom of speech, no problem. No, etc. Actually, in this video about the CIA, he's complained why CIA are watching his text. So Putin watching everybody text is fine for him, but not my text. You cannot do that. What a wicked scumbag. Anyway, time to go. And I want to say thank you for all of you guys. I hope we can meet tomorrow again. Always remember that God is good. So is Jesus. And we are the crusade. God bless you. And we will see you soon.